What if I told you that the thing that finally calmed my anxiety wasn't food? Not ice cream, not cookies, not chips. Just one simple habit, and that's it. And honestly, it works better than food ever did. And I know that sounds wild, especially if you're a food addict, but stick with me because this one change shifted everything for my weight loss, my food freedom, and my sanity. If you're like me, anxiety and food probably went hand in hand. Stress at work, you're going to eat. Fight with your spouse, you're going to eat. Feeling lonely? Yes, eat. Food kind of became the fix, or at least I thought it was the fix. But here's the truth. Food never fixed the problem. It just covered it up for a little while. The anxiety always came back, and it was usually worse. Because now I felt guilty about binging. I don't know if it's something that you have dealt with or not, but it was a regular thing for me. So, what's the habit? What actually calms my anxiety better than food? Just sitting in a quiet room with my thoughts. It was that simple. Now, before you roll your eyes and click off this video, let me explain. For years, I thought food was my only tool. It was comfort, it was my escape, my way to deal. But when I started sitting with my thoughts instead of eating, something happened. My nervous system started to calm down. My head would clear, my heart rate slowed. The same comfort I thought food gave me, this gave me in a healthier way. And here's the kicker. It didn't leave me with that guilt afterward. I still remember the first night I tried it. The cravings were like really bad. My anxiety was through the roof, and I was about to raid the pantry. But I stopped myself and thought, what if I just sat with my thoughts and feelings in a quiet place for 10 minutes first? So I did. No headphones, no big plans, just me in a quiet room. At first, I was really annoyed. I didn't really want to do this. I wanted the chocolate. But 5 minutes in, my breathing started to slow, and then 10 minutes in, that craving felt almost gone, less urgent. By the time I was done, I realized something. I don't actually want the chocolate anymore. That really blew my mind. Because if food wasn't my only coping tool, what else could be possible? And here's why this works, or why it works so well for me. When you eat junk food, your brain gets this dopamine hit or spike. It's a quick hit, but it fades really fast, and anxiety will creep right back in. Sitting in this quiet room, deep breathing, with my thoughts, does something different. It lowers cortisol, which is a stress hormone. It releases endorphins, and it physically shifts your body out of that fight or flight mode and into this calm down mode. Basically, it gives you the chemical reset that you're trying to get from food without the crash. And when I started using this to calm my anxiety instead of food, guess what happened? My binges got fewer, my calorie intake dropped, and my body started really healing. And I started seeing some weight loss. Not because I had that perfect diet, but because I wasn't consistently sabotaging myself with emotional eating. So, if you're stuck in a cycle of binging and guilt, this one habit could be a game changer for you. Now, let's make this practical, because I know you're probably thinking, that sounds nice, but how am I going to actually do all that? So here's how I started it. I decided ahead of time, don't wait until I'm in the craving storm. Tell myself right now, next time I want to binge, I'm going to just sit with my thoughts. And keep it short. About 5 minutes, that's it. You don't need an hour-long meditation session, although that's nice and you could do it. Make it enjoyable. So sit somewhere that brings you joy. It could be a sunroom, a screened-in porch, or just your favorite room. Track your wins. Write down every time you sat with your feelings instead of binging. Seeing it add up is extremely powerful. And give yourself grace. Some days you're still going to eat afterwards, and that's okay. You're building this new muscle, and it's going to take some time to build up to making, this your go-to when you feel the binge coming on. And remember, the goal isn't perfection. The goal is progress. At first, this felt really awkward, like, why am I doing this? But over time, my body really did start to crave this time to myself more than it did the food. It was crazy. My brain really started to connect. It was stress equals quiet time with me and my thoughts, not stress equals eating. And slowly those binges lost their power. Did I still have bad days? Absolutely. I'm human. But the difference was I had another option. I didn't feel trapped anymore. Think about it like this. Food is a temporary band-aid. Quiet time alone with myself is a real reset. One leaves you feeling stuck, and the other moves you forward with health and also in your mental health. So, if you're sitting here thinking, I need someone to help me actually build habits like this, that's exactly what I do in our community. We don't just talk about food. We talk about the systems and the routines and the mindset shifts that make you feel in control again. And I'm not just going to be coaching from the sidelines. I am in it with you. I am not done on my journey yet either. And so we're going to do this together. So if you're tired of fighting food alone, join our community. The waitlist is going to be in the description below. And you're going to get the tools and the support and accountability that you need to actually make this stick. Because here's the thing. You don't need another diet. You just need another way to live. So, the next time anxiety hits, before you grab the cookies or chips, try this. Take off your shoes, get comfortable in your favorite spot, and sit in the quiet with yourself for 5 minutes. Just see what happens. It might feel really simple, but sometimes the simplest habits are the ones that actually change everything. For me, it wasn't just about calming the anxiety. It was about proving to myself that I could choose differently, that I wasn't broken, that I could build a life that I actually wanted. And it all started with being with myself instead of turning to food. And don't forget to grab the free 5-step roadmap to food freedom. It's the perfect first step to stop relying on food for comfort and start building habits that actually support your goals. I'm going to link that in the description as well. And drop me a comment and tell me what is one habit you're going to try instead of eating when anxiety hits you. Because remember, it's not about being perfect. It's about building progress one choice at a time. And trust me, you've got this. Until our next conversation, stay kind to yourself, eat like you love yourself, and keep going. You are doing better than you think. Bye for now.